All right, we're live.
Are we? Are we live? Is that the appropriate phrase to use, Kyle? Because
We are dead.
today has been just about the worst sports day possible. I knew it was coming. Sports Armageddon happened. Jets lose. Isles lose. Mets about to lose. Patriots win. Tom Brady looks terrible. Things could not go worse for me and better for all my enemies. And on behalf of gypsies like yourself, Clem, I suppose I apologize, but also at the same time, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not going to apologize to anybody today because fuck you. That's why.
Evan, we can just clip out that second part, and I'm gonna save it in my phone as an apology. I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and I'm gonna savor it for the next 2 weeks.
La, la, la. All I heard was I'm sorry. La 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 la. Good. I mean, it's days like this that make me want to stop watching sports because I mean it's scripted. I woke up this morning, I knew exactly what it was. I made an entire fucking show. The season premiere of the goddamn Jets based on this before it ever happened. I was like, all right, all three teams will lose. And so, like I knew it would happen before it even did. Brady airing it out, pass interference. And so it's like, why even bother? Why go watch a movie when you know the ending? Why live a life when you know how it goes, Clem?
I can't even. All right. So we knew this was going to happen. This was the thing. We knew it was going to happen. It was inevitable, like Thanos. It was destiny is going to come, whatever the fuck.
Run from it. Yep.
I'm going to try to spin zone things as much as I can. I'm going to try. I'm fucking Atlas. I have the world on my shoulders. I have all of Long Island ready to fucking jump off whatever goddamn bridge you have in that goddamn traffic jam. Oh, all you fucking Long Islanders, go to Friendlies. Stop complaining. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got to. I saw Kyle's face. I was thinking he can just eat Friendlies whenever he wants. I didn't feel too bad for him. Anyway, we knew this was going to come. A loss is bad. And if the curveball the baseball gods were going to throw at us was letting the Mets, like fucking assholes they are, letting the world know that Jeff McNeil was shitting his brains out, then that's fine. Why can't you just say he had an upset stomach or just he's sick but he doesn't have COVID? That's all you got to say. Because if you say he's sick, they think he has COVID. So you got to say he has non-COVID symptoms. That's all you got to say.
Ailment, say he's not feeling well, say, non-COVID, say, we're waiting to hear from the trainer on his injury. I don't know. But showing him scurrying to the bathroom like a guy who got his butt cheeks clenched because poop's coming out. It's like, well, why? Why do you have to do it to this guy? Why do you have to let the world know? What's going on, by the way? Chapman's shitting himself. McNeil's shitting himself. Something's going on in New York.
Our boy Jeff seems like a health guy, but that's a dude who goes to Buffalo and tries to get the hottest buffalo wing on purpose. Yeah. And it went right through him. That's our guy Jeff. I love him. And the fat Kyle, I saw you tweet out the video. He's running the bathroom with his bat. Like that's just a guy. That's the little leaguer who just loves baseball more than anything. Wears his glove everywhere. Jeff's a hitter. He takes his bat everywhere. Jeff McNeil's that. Yeah, he sleeps with it. Yep. My boy, who's the biggest basketball fan I ever met. He goes everywhere. He always has a ball in his trunk. And I'm like, dude, you just fucking love the game. Like, ball is life. And he goes, honestly, dude, you never know when a game might break out. And, like, that's the deal. You never know when 18 guys are just going to take a diamond together and just need to play baseball. He always has his fucking knuckles bat. And that's why I love the fucking guy.
That's so even if that your boy has the ball because, like, you never know when you might stumble upon a pickup game. But for you to have the ball. So what he's really saying is you never know when you're going to run into 10 guys who want to play, and then you just happen to have the ball. You're like, let's fucking go. Listen, both games were terrible. I mean, Sam Darnold looks awful. Quickly, I'll just do a little goddamn Jets for you. Sam Darnold, it's a problem because he's a good player, but it's getting a little late for him to still be making the same mistakes he's making. And he's making all those mistakes because the team sucks and because he doesn't have any good weapons and because there's nobody around him carrying the load. So he's trying to force it. He's throwing balls over the middle. He's throwing across his body. He knows he has bad coaches. He knows he has no weapons, so he's trying to make things happen. And you do that for a couple of years in a row, and you just become that guy. You start to develop bad habits. You lose all your confidence. You don't have a coaching staff that can help you dig out of that hole. And next thing you know, you're just bad. Even though he's not bad, he just becomes bad. And watching that today, watching some of the mistakes he made, not only did they lose, but it was horrendous. And it's the same sort of thing with the Mets, with like walking all these batters and all this like shitty. I mean, Mad Dog Hughes, God love him, not a great appearance. You know, when they're not good players and they're not making plays and not executing, and it's a terrible thing to watch. It's just fucking. It's not good. There's a reason why we won 4 series all year. We stink.
I do think there's like a common thread with, I think, the Mets and the Jets. We always talk about this, where it's like they just don't put their players in like a position to succeed. And like Sam, like everyone knew before the season started, like his weapons, it's fucking embarrassing. And like the Le'Veon contract, you kind of just felt that was just going to play out exactly as it has. And then it's like his receivers are fucking terrible. And listen, I'm a Giants fan, and our receivers are by no means great. But like, if everyone stays healthy, we have weapons. We have fucking Saquon, who everyone loves to just rip onto the Saquon pick. I have again, the Jets. I have no beef with them. I've had a lot of Jets fans in my mentions the last 2 years, ever since the Saquon pick, just taunting me, and I'm just taking it in. And I'm just letting you know, I am the Black Panther suit. And if my guy Daniel Jones fucking hits, I am going to blow up a giant fucking blue fucking like whatever the shock wave or whatever, because I've been absorbing it, taking it, and I don't know how the Browns too. Like as you were going on your rant, like the Browns just kept giving up touchdown after touchdown. Did you see that stat? Baker Mayfield is playing for his 4th coach in like 2 years. That's bananas. It's crazy.
He's played all 30 of his career starts for 4 different coaches. Like almost an impossible number. This Saquon pick was a stupid pick, like by the rules. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't draft a running back when there's all these franchise, quote unquote, believed to be franchise quarterbacks to be had. But all of a sudden, if A, none of those guys turn out to be franchise quarterbacks, and B, you end up having a serviceable quarterback from a different pick, then your pick is fine. You know, so it's like you got to wait to see how it all shakes out. In the moment, I think it was stupid. Yeah, I don't think that was the right move for a team that was that bad, who needed to rebuild and all that shit. But if Darnold ends up playing like this and Daniel Jones ends up being serviceable, then, you know, joke's on fucking us at the end. And I guess, you know, I can guess what's going to happen. I guess, you know, who's the joke usually on? It's fucking us.
Thank God.
There hasn't been a good quarterback from SC since like Carson Palmer. When they drafted him, I was like, I don't really know if he's going to work out. And they keep going after guys who are freshman quarterbacks from USA. And they're like, yeah, they'll be good in the NFL. And they put nothing around them.
The Sanchez one off the bat was stupid to move up the way they did, but like Darnold has had, you know, when like comparing him to Josh Allen, Big Cat was saying, why do people still give Josh Allen shit and not Sam Darnold? And it's like today Josh Allen like set his career high with like 260 yards, and that's why, because there have been moments where Sam Darnold will ball out and throw for 300 plus on the regular, and it's like he does have the talent. It's just that you need everything else around it, but he has nothing else around it, and then eventually you start to fucking stink like the players around you and the coaching around you. The next thing you know, your rookie contract's up, and it's like, well, what do you do now? Do you start over? Do you stick with him? Does he even want to stick with you when he's available, when he's free? I mean, all of it's just like, well, what the fuck? What do we do here? And it's similar with the Mets. It's been the similar, like, I mean, it's been a decade of just futility with the Mets, other than that, like blip on the radar there. And they just don't put the right people in the right places to succeed. We physically do not put the people in the right spots. They are playing out of position all the fucking time. And what talent you do have can try to hold on to it for as long as they can for you. But at the end of the day, when your run differential stinks, when you're not winning series, when you're under 500, when your bullpen stinks, when your rotation is a complete question mark after your ace, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna fucking win.
Not gonna win.
And the shame of it all is today they could have made up ground. Out of everyone they've got to leapfrog, they could have made up a game and a half and actually did some damage in the rankings, in the standings, and out the fucking window.
Your brother asked what the opposite of a bottle of Ace of Spades is, because that's what we need on an 0 for 3 day for the Isles, Jets, and Mets. It's basically getting a bottle of Andre, which is like the $2 bottle of champagne, and you just get it smashed over your head. And smashing a champagne bottle over your head, that takes a fucking wallop. Like that's death.
Yeah.
You're dead
You're
if that happens. I think
Yeah.
your head shatters before the actual champagne bottle does. Which I mean, I don't think.
I might get out the Malort. We got some Malorts behind the bar from Chicago. Maybe I'll do some of that. Maybe I'll do some Mad Dog 2020 because in honor of our boy Jared Hughes just fucking shitting the bed up there. It's a night to drown sorrows, and that's why you got to go Coors Light. Make sure they're extra cold. Make sure those mountains are as blue as fuck, just to match my demeanor, match my emotion. Blue as fuck, because I'm turning around. Going right back to Carolina. It was a fun 36 hours here with you guys. I'm gone. See you later. Put the Tommy Bahama. I'm undoing the buttons. I'm putting on the sunblock. I'm heading back to Carolina. Fuck you guys. It was stupid.
In my mind, I've gone to Carolina.
I mean, there's no reason for me to ever leave, and this was the last time I'll ever be duped. The last time I'll ever let myself or anyone else talk me into it. Nope, never doing it again. Waiting for Steve Cohen until I know it's the real deal. Otherwise, it's just they're just not the right franchise. Multiple franchises to take the next step, and so fuck it. How about that? Fuck it, and fuck you, Clem.
I thought you were gonna say the mountains are blue. It's like it's almost like the White Walkers. Like that's what we are.
Yeah,
we are the White Walkers. This is us. When you see us, we're going up the mountain again. Carolina is right there, and we're just right back.
Marching our way back. Coors Light is the official beer of this Mets playoff push, which it could all be all but dead right now. And whether or not you still have hope or not, you can always drink. You can always rely on the Coors Light. It's like the Mets. You never know what you're going to get. You might get a Cy Young performance. You might get a big blowout. You might see some young bats who are killing it. You might see complete and total dog shit. You never know what you're going to get. You always know what you're going to get with Coors Light. As long as you celebrate responsibly and drink that ice cold beer from the Rocky Mountains, you can always count on them. So,
that was a good comparison though, because it's like you're banking on the Night King, we're banking on the season, and he comes out and just gets fucking killed off in 2 seconds.
He got killed by a 5-year-old girl. A 5-year-old girl killed us.
We were ready to go, and we just got knife we got a shank in the ribs, and it was like, see you fucking later. And now we just suffer. Now we just suffer through the rest of the season. Although I don't know, a change of schedule is nice. Like I'm done with the Blue Jays. It feels like we played them for like 7 games. I don't know why, but I feel like I've been in Buffalo all fucking weekend. Who do we got next, Kyle?
Philadelphia
tomorrow and then Philly.
Philly?
Yep, in Philly.
That's what I'm saying. We could have picked up a game and a half today because they lost a doubleheader to the Marlins, and then we would have played 4 against them, right? 4?
Yeah. But also, I mean, who are you? What are you, an idiot? You're gonna think, oh, we could have won all those games? Like,
yeah, we're gonna sweep.
Yeah, 4 games. We lose at least 3.
I got good news. fellas. Off day tomorrow. Perfect. We needed an off day, big time. And then Tuesday, Waka. Tuesday's Waka Arrieta.
Off the record tomorrow. It's not. There's no ad deal. I'll just be drinking the Coors Lights to enjoy them, and then Tuesday we resume with them being medically necessary in Philly. What's the rotation, Clem?
Well, we got Waka Arrieta on Tuesday, and Arrieta is no great shakes himself. However, this is my other one to the baseball gods. I see you. ESPN game, Porcello Nola. So I'm just letting it be known now. If fucking our offense is flailing against Nola and Waka's, what was that game? Like the first, that Braves game, that first weekend where we were just getting fucking, everyone was pointing and laughing at us. I could just putting it out there now. I'm ready for you, baseball gods.
Oh, wait, no, ready. I think ESPN has it wrong because they're doing the 5 days of DeGrom. So
that's right.
With the day off on the website, it's Porcello Tuesday, DeGrom Lugo.
What's the 5 days of DeGrom? What's that? What?
He's pitching every 5 days, no matter what. So they're just they're going to throw a pitcher out every series.
I mean, listen, that's all I got to live for right now. Literally, all I have in my life right now in sports is Jacob DeGrom, and so. Give it to me every 4 days. I just want to see him. Like if he can just do
Yeah.
like press conferences on his off days. I just want to hear from him. I just want to know he's okay. I just want to know that he's sticking around. He's not going to like retire out of nowhere or something. So just give me as much Jake as humanly possible. Give me as much Coors Light as humanly possible. And the train rolls on, man. We're heading back to Cunsalana. Anybody wants to come, you can join us. Anybody who just doesn't, you're a fucking idiot. And I choose not to believe, but if you are so inclined, one could perhaps make the argument to continue to believe.
You gotta believe. You viewer, you listener, you gotta believe.
Not me. Them. They gotta believe, not us. See you guys on Tuesday.